Today we are going to discuss about resonance in parallel circuit. So what is meant by resonance? An AC circuit is said to be a resonance if it behaves like a pure resistive circuit. Whether it is a series or parallel RLC circuit, the condition for resonance is the same. So today we are going to discuss about parallel resonance. So parallel resonance also, the AC circuit is said to be a resonance if it behaves like a pure resistive circuit. So how to calculate the resonance condition in parallel circuit means, if we equate the admittance, reactive part of admittance to 0, we can find the resonance condition for parallel resonance. Equating the reactive part of admittance Y to 0, we can find the condition for resonance. From the condition for resonance, we can calculate the resonance frequency. But the main issue in parallel resonance, in series resonance, there is only one possibility of circuit, only one possibility is there in the circuit. But in the case of parallel resonance, different combinations are possible. So we are going to discuss one by one. In series resonance, it's very simple. Only one possible combination is there. But in the case of parallel resonance, different combinations are available. Case A, the circuit of this combination. It consists of 3 parallel branches. One branch consists of R, other branch consists of L, and other branch consists of C. So how to calculate the resonance condition and the resonance frequency formula? That's what we are going to derive for this circuit. So here Y is equal to, you know that Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3. So it is very easy to find the resonance condition if we equate the J part of the complex admittance is equal to 0. So we have to find the J component of admittance. So you know that admittance is equal to 1 by impedance. So here 3 parallel circuits are, parallel branches are there. Here 3 parallel branches are there. So Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3. So Y is equal to 1 by Z1 plus 1 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3. So Y is equal to 1 by Z1. So Z1, first parallel branch, it consists of resistance. You know that impedance of resistance is equal to resistance. Plus second branch Z2, the impedance of inductance is equal to J into XL. Plus Z3, it consists of a capacitor. Impedance of capacitor is equal to minus J into XC. So Y is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by J into XL minus 1 by J into XC. So Y is equal to 1 by R. If you take J to the top, so 1 by J is equal to minus J. If you substitute this, so 1 by R is equal to minus J divided by XL plus J divided by XC. So if you take J outside, Y is equal to 1 by R plus J into 1 by XC minus 1 by XL. At resonance, the J part, don't take J, the component of J, that is equal to 0. That is the condition. So component of J means 1 by XC minus 1 by XL, that is equal to 0. If you cross multiply this, that is equal to XL is equal to XC. So this is the condition for parallel resonance. Right? It is the condition for resonance in parallel circuit. If you go to this condition, it is almost similar to series resonance. Only for this type of circuit, the condition for resonance of series circuit and parallel circuits are the same. Only for this type of circuit. So from this we are going to derive the expression for resonance frequency. So you know that XL is equal to XC. XL means, what is the formula? It is omega L. So this is the condition for resonance. So we can substitute omega RL is equal to 1 by omega RC. XC is equal to 1 by omega RC. So omega R square is equal to, from this 1 by LC, omega R is equal to, or omega is equal to what? 2 square, 5 square, F square. So that's what omega R square. So 2 square, 5 square, FR square, that is equal to 1 by LC. From this FR is equal to 1 by 2 square, 5 square LC. So FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi into root of LC. So take root on both sides. So we will get FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi into root of LC. So this resonance frequency formula is similar to series RLC circuit. So only for this type of combination So the condition for resonance and the resonance frequency formula is almost similar to series resonance circuit. Now we are going to look into the case B, another type of parallel circuit. Already I told that different combination of parallel circuit is possible. So here you see first branch R and L are in series. Again this is parallel with a single capacitor C. It consists of two parallel branches. So similar to previous derivation, y is equal to what? We know that we need a j component of y. Y is nothing but admittance. Admittance means 1 by impedance. So y is equal to y1 plus y2. So y1 1 by z1. So what? So in here z1 is the impedance of the first parallel branch. So it consists of R and inductor. So R plus j into XL. So inductor AC circuit inductor is denoted by j into XL. So both are in series. So R plus j into XL. So 1 by z1 means 1 by R plus j into XL plus here only capacitor is there. So 1 by minus j into XC. So here if you look into this denominator, it is the combination of both the real part and imaginary part. We need only the real, so the imaginary part, because j component, if you equate the j component to 0, we can find the condition for resonance. So you have to multiply, when it is a combination of real and imaginary part, you have to multiply numerator and denominator by complex conjugate of the denominator. So what is the complex conjugate of R plus j into XL? So that is equal to R minus j into XL. So R plus j into XL, R minus j into XL. So numerator R minus j into XL plus, if you take j, 1 by j is equal to minus j, you substitute 1 by j equal to minus j, so it is plus j by xc. So now denominator is a plus b into a minus b. So what is the formula for a plus b into? It is a square minus b square. So a square minus b square. We know that j square is equal to minus 1. So y is equal to R minus j into XL. Denominator is R square plus XL square. We are substituting the formula a plus b into a minus b plus j by XL. Now you divide. So you separate the terms. So here you separate the terms. R by R square plus XL square minus j into XL by R square plus XL square plus j by XC. So now j parts are separated. So you group the j part. So R by R square plus XL square plus j into 1 by XC minus XL divided by R square plus XL square. At resonance, the j component is equal to 0. The j component is equal to 0. Don't take j. Only the component of j you take. That means 1 by XC minus XL divided by R square plus XL square is equal to 0. 1 by XC is equal to XL divided by R square plus XL square. So if you cross multiply this, XL, so this is the condition for resonance. So this is the condition for resonance. 1 by XC is equal to XL divided by R square plus XL square. So from this we are going to derive the resonance frequency formula. For that, you first multiply, cross multiply this. So XL into XC is equal to R square plus XL square. So you know that XL is equal to omega RL, because this is a condition for resonance. That's why we are using a word R. So omega suffix R. So omega RL into 1 by omega RC. That is equal to R square plus XL square. So omega get cancelled. So L by C is equal to R square plus XL square. From this, XL square is equal to L by C minus R square. So take root on both sides. So XL is equal to L by C minus R square. So omega RL, XL is equal to omega RL. Omega RL is equal to root of L by C minus R square. So what is omega R? 2 pi FR. L is equal to root of L by C minus R square. From this, FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi L into root of L by C minus R square. So FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi. We are taking L into the inside the root. So for simplicity, we are taking L inside the root. So if you take L inside the root, then it becomes L square. So L by L square C minus R by L square. So from this, FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of 1 by LC minus R square divided by L square. This is the formula for resonance frequency for this type of circuit. So each type of circuit, the resonance condition is different. and resonant frequency formula is also different. C. So this is the circuit for case C. Already I told that. So parallel resonance, different combinations are possible. We derived the condition for resonance and resonant frequency for case A. Similarly, case B also we derived the condition for resonance as well as the resonant frequency. Case C, inductor parallel with a resistor and capacitor. Similarly, case D, resistance and inductor in one branch and resistor and a capacitor in another branch. So you can derive the condition for resonance as well as resonant frequency similar to case B. So you have to do, or you have to derive the condition for resonance as well as resonant frequency. So now we are going to look into a problem. So here for the parallel network shown in figure, determine the value of resistance R at resonance. So this is the problem. The circuit given is like this. So first branch consists of a resistor and a inductor in series. Another branch consists of a resistance R. So we are going to find the value of this R. This is unknown in series with the capacitor minus J into 2 ohm. So here a resistor and an inductor in series. Another branch unknown resistance and a capacitor in series. So our aim is to find the value of this R. Similar to the derivation, you have to approach the problem. So at resonance means what we have to find? Admittance. J component of admittance is equal to 0. So first value y is equal to y1 plus y2. So y means you know that admittance is equal to 1 by impedance. Y is equal to first branch. It is a combination of resistance and a capacitor in series. So 10 plus j into 10 plus second branch y2 1 by z2 1 divided by r minus j into 2 because both are in series. So here if you look into the denominator, so both consist of a real part and an imaginary part. Here also it consists of a real part and imaginary part. So our aim is to find the imaginary part, j component. Why? Because the condition for resonance is j component is equal to 0. So you have to separate this term. So how to separate? You multiply and divide by the complex conjugate of denominator. So 10 plus j10 means multiply and divide by 10 minus j10. So here also you have to multiply r plus j2 both numerator and denominator. So if you multiply the complex conjugate in the both numerator and denominator. So here denominator is of the form, you know that a plus b into a minus b. Here also it is a plus b into a minus b. You know that a square minus b square. If you substitute the value of j square, so minus change into plus. So what is the denominator? A means 10 square. Actually it is 10 square minus j square into 10 square. J square is equal to minus 1. So it comes plus 10 square plus 10 square. So here also a plus b into a minus b. So r square plus j square into 2 square. J square is equal to minus 1. So if you substitute the value of j square, you will get a plus. Actually r square minus j square 2 square. J square is equal to minus 1. If you substitute, you will get plus. So here 10 square plus 10 square, the denominator is 200. You have to separate the terms. So 10 divided by 10 square plus 10 square, that is equal to 200, minus j10 divided by 10 square plus 10 square, that is equal to 200, plus r divided by r square plus 4 plus j into 2 divided by r square plus 4. So now group the j term and group other terms. So 10 by 100 plus r divided by r square plus 4 plus, to take j outside, so 2 divided by r square plus 4 minus 10 divided by 400. So according to resonance, the j component of admittance is equal to 0. So here is what is the j component? 2 divided by r square plus 4 minus 10 divided by 200, that is equal to 0. 10 divided by 200 means that is equal to 20, right? So 1 divided by 20. So r divided by r square plus 4 minus 1 by 20 is equal to 0. So r divided by r square plus 4 is equal to 1 by 20. If you cross multiply, then r square plus 4 is equal to 40. Because 2 into 20, that is equal to 40. So from this r square is equal to 40 minus 4, that is equal to 36. You find the roots on both sides. R is equal to root of 36 equal to 6. So R is equal to 6 ohm.